Let's imagine the following situation. You wake up one day and find out you just lost your only source of income. Maybe your job fired you. Maybe your clients dried up. Or maybe something unexpected hit you out of nowhere, and now there's no money coming in. The question is, how long could you survive? Could you go a whole month? 2 weeks? Just a few days? The truth is, most Americans don't even have $500 saved. And when life hits, the first reaction is panic. Swipe the credit card, take out a loan, borrow money, and drown in anxiety. Let's be real. Nobody deserves to live like that, constantly afraid of the next unexpected expense. And that's exactly where the emergency fund comes in. That's what separates someone who breaks down from someone who breathes and solves. Welcome to Investor Cat. Today I'm going to show you the real step-by-step method to build your emergency fund, even if you're broke, even if you earn very little. And we're going to do this in 6 simple steps that you can actually follow starting right now. Step 1. Understand what an emergency fund really is. It's not extra money. It's not a luxury. It's not a savings account for a vacation or a new phone. It's a basic necessity, the foundation of your financial peace. The problem is, most people treat it like it's optional, and it's not. This is the money that keeps your life from collapsing when things go wrong. Because they will go wrong. You don't control everything. Sometimes your car breaks down out of nowhere. Sometimes your dog needs emergency surgery. Sometimes you get laid off. Or a health issue pops up and you need tests or meds. Let me give you an example. We've got Jake. One morning, he's getting ready for work when his car just dies in the driveway. He gets it towed to the shop and boom, $2,300 to fix it. But because Jake had an emergency fund, he just paid and moved on with his life. It wasn't fun, but it didn't break him. Now imagine if he didn't have that money. He'd probably try to split the bill on a credit card. Maybe ask family for a loan. Maybe miss work and stress out. Suddenly, that car problem becomes a financial spiral and an emotional mess. Sooner or later, some crap is going to happen. And your emergency fund is the wall between that and your peace of mind. Step 2. Figure out how much you need to save. This is where most people guess, and guess wrong. So here's the deal. Ask yourself one simple question. If my income stopped today, how much would I need per month to survive? Not to live large. Not to party. Just to stay afloat. We're talking essentials only. Rent, basic bills, groceries, transportation, medication. Add it all up. Then multiply by 3. That's your goal. 3 full months of survival. Let's say Sarah pays $1,200 in rent, $300 in bills, $700 on food, and $200 on transport. That means her monthly essential cost is $2,400. So her emergency fund goal should be $7,200. Don't let that number scare you. You're not saving it all at once. You're just aiming at something. Having a clear target means you're not walking blind anymore. And that's how you actually move forward, with direction. Step 3. Know where to keep your emergency fund. And no, it's not your checking account. And it's definitely not crypto. Your emergency fund needs to be in a place that's safe, liquid, and able to at least beat inflation. That's why options like high-yield savings accounts, money market accounts, treasury bills, or no-penalty CDs are your best friends here. Let's say you've got $1,000 saved. If you leave it in your checking account, it earns nothing. But if you move it to a high-yield savings account paying 4% a year, it grows slowly and stays safe, ready to be used whenever needed. Now, if you put that money in crypto or stocks and need it during an emergency, guess what? You might be forced to sell at a loss. That's not what you want. Just remember, your emergency fund is not meant to make you rich. It's meant to protect you. Step 4. Start small, but start. This is the moment where most people freeze. They think, I can't save $5,000, so what's the point? But that's the wrong mindset. The truth is, you don't have to start big. You just have to start. Even if it's $20, $50, or $100 per month. If you do it consistently, you win. Let's talk about Josh. He works a regular job and earns $1,800 a month. He never thought he could save real money. But one day he decided to try. He started putting aside $50 every month. After 6 months, he had $300. Then his income went up. He raised it to $100 a month. And over time, it became a habit. He stopped waiting for money to left over. He started treating saving as a priority. So don't compare yourself to people who already have big savings. Your focus should be your own progress. And don't underestimate small amounts. $30 might not sound like much, but it builds the habit that will carry you to bigger things later. Step 5. Automate the process. You started. That's great. Now the challenge is staying consistent. In the beginning, you're motivated. Then life happens. You skip a month. You forget. You spend the money before you save. That's why automation is everything. Set up an automatic transfer. Remove the decision. Let the system do the work. Example, Anna gets paid on the 5th of each month. She set her account to automatically move $80 to her emergency fund on the 6th. She doesn't even see that money anymore. It just happens. After 1 year, she had over $1,000 saved. And she never had to think about it. No stress. No excuses. No relying on willpower. Just a quiet system working in the background. Treat your emergency fund like a bill. You pay rent. You pay internet. Now you pay your future too. Step 6. Know when to use it and when not to. This is where people mess it up. You worked hard to build your emergency fund, and now you need to know exactly when you're allowed to use it and when you're absolutely not. Because let's be honest, it's tempting. That money's sitting there, looking at you. But if you use it the wrong way, you're going to regret it when something serious actually happens. The rule is simple. If something hits you out of nowhere, and it's urgent, and it's necessary, that's when you use the fund. Like losing your job and having zero income, or getting hit with unexpected medical bills, or your car breaking down and you literally need it to get to work or take your kid to school, or your apartment floods and you need to fix it to even sleep there, or you're in a toxic or dangerous living situation and you have to get out now. These are real emergencies, real life. You don't think twice. But what's not an emergency is upgrading your phone because the new one just dropped. It's not a weekend getaway just because you feel burned out. It's not that Black Friday sale you can't miss. And it's definitely not fixing a mess you created by maxing out your credit card last month buying crap you didn't need. That's the kind of move that turns your emergency fund into a joke. And once it's gone, it's gone. Let me give you 2 examples. Lucas felt like he deserved something nice after a long few months at work, so he dipped into his emergency fund to buy a new phone. A month later, he got laid off. No savings. No backup. Just bills and stress. On the flip side, you've got Brenda. She also had moments where she wanted to use the money. Maybe for something fun, maybe for something that felt urgent but wasn't. But she didn't touch it. She protected it. And one day, when her mom needed emergency surgery, she didn't have to think twice. She had the money. She had control. That's what an emergency fund is about. It's not a piggy bank for emotional spending. It's a shield. You don't swing a shield around for fun. You hold on to it for when the real hits come. And if you made it this far, you're already ahead of most people. Start now and come back to this video in 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and tell me how much your life changed. If this video made sense to you, subscribe to Investor Cat, drop a like, and share this with someone who's stuck in the same cycle. See you in the next one.